On behalf of all the coaches in this group, I want to take a second to just honor you and say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend some time with us this week. Welcome to our sneak peek look into what we do as coaches. I hope you're coming into this group with an open mind. I'm sure you have a ton of questions, and at the end of this week, you'll get together with the person who invited you, whether it was phone or you scheduled a Skype date. You'll get together with that person, and hopefully if there's any questions that go unanswered, they will be able to answer those for you and help you with it as well. Hope you find a lot of helpful information. And once again, I would just like to say we truly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend some time with us this week. So I would actually like for you to grab a pen and paper. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Now these questions may seem a little bit strange, but I'm going to attempt to get you to open up your mind a little bit, okay? So first and foremost, what are your dreams? And when I say that, I mean, where do you hope to be in 5 years? Where do you hope to be in 10 years? And you might be thinking to yourself, I don't know where I hope to be tomorrow or in 1 week, so I don't know how you want me to answer that. Dream bigger. Think bigger. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Maybe you want a family. Maybe you want to move your family from that apartment to that house. Maybe you want to graduate college. Maybe you want to pay off your debt. Maybe you want to take your family on a new vacation. Maybe you want to buy a car. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What are your dreams? Write that down. Do you desire more time? By that I mean, do you wish that you had more time to do the things that make you happy? What would you do if you had more time? Do you ever go to bed at night and you're like, gosh, if I had 4 arms and 4 legs, I would have gotten so much more done today. There's just not enough time in the day. That's a sucky feeling, isn't it? What would you do if instead of going to work for 8, 9, maybe 12 hours a day, you got to create your own schedule? What would that mean to you? What would that mean to your family? Write that down. Do you wish that you made more money? Now, don't think that you're going to have to answer any of these questions to us publicly. This is just between you and yourself and that piece of paper where you're writing it down. Are you happy with the amount of money that you're making? Does the amount of money that you're making allow you to do the things that you would like to do? Would you like to take your family on a vacation? Would you like to pay off your debt? Would you maybe like to buy a house or buy a car? Maybe you want to go back to school, but you don't want to put yourself in debt. What would you do with an extra $100 a week, $500 a week, or $1,000 a week? Now, when I say extra, that means on top of what you're already making at your current job. Write down what you would do with that extra income, what it would mean to you and what it would mean to your family. Write that down. And at any moment, if you need to pause this video, please feel free. I'm going to continue on though. So what would it mean to you to be able to choose who you work with? Is there somebody that in your job that when you go to work, you're just like, oh, I dread seeing that person because all they do is complain and they're so negative or they're so rude or they're so mean to me and they just suck the happy, positive energy out of you. Is there anybody like that at your work? What would it mean to you to be able to choose who you work with? Sometimes, if you're working a job, maybe a hospital or even an office, if you're working 40 hours a week or more, you are spending more time with those coworkers than you might be with your family. What would it mean to you to be able to choose who those people are? I'd like you to write that down. My last question is, could you use more recognition? Are you avoiding going above and beyond what your job description says at work because you know nobody's going to pay attention? Nobody's going to recognize that you put in that extra effort, and that's not a good feeling. Or do you feel that you are recognized on a regular basis for all the things you do at work? You feel appreciated. I want you to write that down. What would it mean to you to get recognized when you go above and beyond? Write that down. Now you're probably wondering at this point, who is this girl and why is she asking me all these questions? My name is Brianna Kiefer, and prior to starting my own business, I had forgotten how to dream. I had forgotten what it was like to believe that I was made for more. I was overweight. I was overworked. I was unhappy. I was in negative relationships. I was a college student struggling to figure out what my purpose was and where I wanted to go with my life. I was drowning in debt with no plan, no way to figure out how I was going to pay it all back. Can you relate to any of those? Today I'm happy to say that I'm 40 pounds lighter, happier than I've ever been with my relationships, with my friendships. On a daily basis, I choose who I work with. I am friends and best friends with the people that I work with. This business has opened up so many new doors for me. I'm finishing my degree while paying off my student loans. I'm no longer feeling like I'm drowning in debt without a plan. Maybe drowning in debt still a little bit, but at least I have a plan. I'm asking you these questions because I want you to dream a little bit. I know what it's like to forget how to dream. My biggest hope, was that maybe I could graduate college and find a job that would give me a week's vacation and pay me a little bit more than I was making as a retail assistant manager. That was my biggest dream, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to graduate high school, you're supposed to go to college, and then you're supposed to get a job, and then you're going to be paying off your student loans for the rest of your life. The end, right? I knew I was meant for more. And maybe you're thinking that too. Before going into business for myself, I had stopped dreaming. So once again, I would like to say thank you for taking the time to be with us this week. Maybe this opportunity is right for you, and maybe it's not, and that's okay. But I'd like you to, all week, as you watch these videos and you hear these stories from all these other coaches, I would like you to keep in mind, why not me? Why can't I do that? Because you can. I hope you have a good week. I hope you keep an open mind. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. And thank you.